Hi, Virgo. It's lovely to see you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. So, we're going to have a look here. I have these cards here. I've had them for a while, but I don't use them very often. So, I decided I wanted to pull them out. They are the Labyrinth Tarot. Can you see that? Yeah. The Labyrinth Tarot. And I never use spreads from the books, I never even look at them. But I was looking through this and I'm like, you know what? This would be fun, actually, to use for a weekly reading. The Door Knocker's Conundrum, and you have 5 cards, and then I will also grab one of these, but you have 5 cards. It shows you the 2 options before you, and you may have many more than that, but try to narrow it down to 2 main kind of themes, and, then it kinda shows you the likely outcome of each option, should you choose that, and then what to consider when making the decision. So we will have a look here and see what that brings for you guys. Okay, so first option we have is the Two of Wands, so a crossroads. So when this comes up as something like an option or a choice to take, this could really be talking about which path do you want to go down in that direction. This will be a different option, right? But this will be, kind of, do you want to go to the crossroads? Do you want to make that decision to kind of leave whatever the situation is and take a different path? Or we have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Pulls. So the Nine of Pulls is about staying and kind of fighting through it. So yeah, this is it, it's kind of, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to the crossroads and then pick a new path out of that? Or do you want to stay and fight? Do you want to stay and create a situation for yourself from whatever the struggle is? Or do you want to move on? You know? So the likely outcome of going down this path where you just kind of deciding to move on from a situation is the Ace of Junk or the Ace of Coins. And it shows prosperity. It shows kind of the beginning of prosperity. It could be financial changes, like really, really positive financial changes. Um, Kind of a new beginning. And the suit of the junk or pentacles in traditional tarot is it's a very grounded energy. Um, excuse me. It's a very grounded energy. It's an energy based in the earth element, a lot of stability in that energy. So, I mean, that's a good outcome to get from, walking away from something and moving forward into a new pathway. And then the likely outcome of staying and fighting is the Page of Feathers. So this would be swords. So this, yeah, it's a little bit of a struggle, and that doesn't mean that's a bad thing. For some people, staying and fighting and having to kind of be a little bit brave. For some people, that's what you need to do. It doesn't mean this is a bad option, and it doesn't mean this is a bad option. It just is two different avenues that you can take, and you have to decide which one is better for you, you know? The Page of Feathers or Page of Swords It's not the knight or the king, so it's not like a harsh battle. It's just it's a lot of mental issue, like a lot of mental capacity that you'll have to really bring up, a lot of air energy in that. So you may have to really kind of dig into yourself and find the mental capacity to handle some of it. So a little bit of a mental burden. So what to consider, what to keep in mind when you're making this decision. It's the page of junk. So what are you going to offer yourself was my first instinct here. What are you going to offer yourself? What are you going to show up with, right? And again, this is very much that grounded energy. So you're asking to stay grounded in the situation. Even if you choose this, you still want to stay grounded. You're going to need that if you have to take on a lot of mental um, struggle or mental weight. Uh, and in this direction, you're going to need to stay grounded so that you can continue to grow in the prosperity of this situation. Now, and prosperity doesn't necessarily mean finances, but it could. Um, yeah. So the main message there is make sure you're approaching it by offering yourself, like what do you want to offer yourself, and staying grounded in that decision. So we'll pull here treasures from Takashi. They just have really lovely messages on them. And this will be again what to consider in this decision. Wellness. Wellness is a feeling on the inside which emanates outward like love. Wellness is a state of mind which emanates outwards like love. In fact, wellness is love. If you are unwell physically or emotionally, seek out and remedy the cause, and do not just band aid the symptoms. For wellness is your natural state of being. Do not settle for second best, and all will be well. So yeah, you're really being guided to put yourself first in this. Whatever's going on around you, you have to consider yourself more than anything else. You have to consider how things are going to affect you more than anything else. Can you take on the mental burden right now? Is that something you can take on, or is that for somebody else to fight? You know? So I hope that this was helpful, Virgo. And please like, share, subscribe. And I will see you again next week.